Hello, and welcome to the 16th podcast of Orthodoxy Transforming Spirituality series. I want to keep you motivated on this spiritual path. So, like the last podcast, let's look at some more practical benefits of our new understanding and steps toward a spiritual lifestyle. We have already seen that by embracing the temporary nature of everything, that anger will vanish and delight will fill our daily moments, if we are in the here and now and not in the then and when. This benefit alone is worth meditating and retraining our brain to remember the obvious. What is the practical benefit of remembering that nothing is as it seems? Everything becomes an adventure. When we understand that nothing is what it appears to be, we no longer take even the smallest thing for granted. For instance, instead of simply running to the store, we will remember that running to the store is not what it seems. Remember the second great spiritual truth? Nothing is as it seems. Running to the store is not a humdrum event. It's an adventure with all the parts of an adventure. Remember that running to the store, like everything else, is simply not what it seems, and I'm going to help you see that. It's made up of non-running to the store parts. Let's take a few minutes and look at the wonder of running to the store. First, we remember that we're making a journey. We're going from one place to another. We are traveling, perhaps consider it a mini vacation. We may use a marvelous machine called a car, which is a miraculous assembly of non-car parts. Most of us don't even know how it works. But what a marvelous conveyance, and there it is. A chariot with all the horses tucked neatly under the hood, waiting for the command of your foot on a pedal. See how the magic begins to enter your moment-by-moment consciousness? In the car, we have gasoline. What a miracle that is! Think of the thousands of people who made that gasoline possible. The oil producers, the oil researchers, and geologists, an army of ships, endless pipes, all made of non-pipe parts, of course, and hundreds of thousands of people with trucks, tanks, and pumps, real humans handling all the details so that you can have gasoline. Before you even get in your car, look at the miracles and notable feeling of awe that will enter your mind. Even the Caesars and the Pharaohs did not have this sort of luxury. Amazing. And as you begin to think of your journey to the store and your phenomenal and unbelievable contraption, itself the production of thousands of hands and endless applications of creativity, you will experience one of the greatest products of a spiritual understanding of the world: gratitude. Honest gratitude. Why? Because as you begin your journey, your exciting journey to the store, fraught with dangers and pleasures, you remember that you couldn't make the journey at all without millions of people totally unknown to you, but upon whom you are utterly dependent for your journey to the store. Gratitude. What a wonderful emotion. Gratitude. What is gratitude? It isn't necessarily thankfulness. It is more like an awareness of the kindnesses of all those who place a benefit in front of you. And when you imagine all of this in your nearly unlimited brain, you will not only begin to smile at the people who did all of this goodness for you, but you may even feel the need to bow to your car in gratitude to all those who made it possible. Some might object, well, I bought the car. I don't owe any gratitude to anyone. Really now? Really? Where did you get the money to pay for the car? Did you even print the paper? Did you forge the coins? Do you even know the first thing about the ingredients in the ink that makes a dollar bill? Did you really buy the car? Or, and this may be very liberating to you along your spiritual path, did you only put money in the pot to help support all the people that brought the car to you? Let's go over that again. We don't buy something. We simply put money in the pot to help support all the people that bring great benefits to us. See the difference? The minute you imagine that you bought the car and fool yourself into thinking that you owe no one anything because you bought the car, remember this, before you think that you truly bought your car, if all those people had not placed that car in front of you and proudly offered it to you on the lot, could you have made a car on your own? Could you refine the oil on your own? Do you own a refinery? No, of course you don't. Gratitude changes everything. Remember, you were just getting ready to run to the store, and you have already found your journey made possible by thousands of strangers who may as well be standing there proudly watching you make your journey. And they made it all possible, and they're proud, and they don't even know you. As you get in your car, imagine the person who ground your key, the engineer who drew the lock, and the smiths who made them. Imagine the paint. What skill to make metal different colors. And then it doesn't even wash off. And what makes it so shiny? An amazing group of people made it shiny. You didn't buy your car. You offered a gift of thankfulness to those who put the car in front of you, and all of the unseen hands who put gas in it for you. Imagine our lack of gratitude when we're annoyed when we have to get out of the car to put gas in our own vehicles. Really now, who do we think we are, kings of the world? Gratitude acknowledges the participation of real people in your life who provide for you something you could not provide for yourself. Real people with lives of their own. When you bought your car, all of the people involved, if they had to split the money, would only receive a fraction of a cent. No, you didn't buy it. But you did honor all those who made it possible with a fraction of a cent. And that small price floods the mind and emotions with gratitude. When you look at a car this way, or any other thing you own, they almost become holy things, icons of kindness, totems of honor offered to you to use at your pleasure. Imagine seeing your car this way. The positive emotions of gratitude flood in like a river bulging over its banks, and you begin to feel lucky, honored, blessed. Oh, this is not just a run to the store. This is a journey using the handiwork of an army of resources. And as you sit in the seat, imagine the workers using fantastical machines to sew the fabric, which they got from tremendous looms from around the world. Your seat. A human being sewed your seat. A human being installed your carpet, woven from materials we probably can't even pronounce. And if your seats are leather, remember an animal made your warmth and comfort possible as part of its donation to the conglomerate that we call the world. It is possible to live in this sort of constant gratitude. Remember, nothing is as it seems. And when you remember that, and you remember that everything has a beginning and an end, even your run to the store, you will begin to live more in the here and now instead of the then and when. Is it magical? Almost, but it's totally obvious. Spiritual truths are all self-evident and obvious, but we have been trained to forget what's right in front of our faces. Yes, trained to forget. Is anything I have said about our running to the store untrue? The only thing missing from my story is aggravation, annoyance, and hurry. These are the emotions and feelings that true spirituality banishes, not by refusing them, but by replacing them. And when we remember the obvious, negative emotions have no place, even in the so-called worst circumstances. Did you feel any wonder in my story about running to the store? In the next podcast, we will look at more benefits from these very simple and obvious truths that we have been picking from our garden of remembrance.